What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, and I'm back at it again with another video. Today's gonna be another build video. I was contemplating which build I wanted to do, but I finally got around to doing it. I decided on doing Saru. I feel like since I'm a small forward main, I at least want to do most of the small forwards because I have most of them built. And you know, Saru is one of the most top played characters in the game. You know, he's very meta, very comp. So there's a lot of stuff you can really do with Saru. I feel like he's one of the most versatile scorers in the game because he can score in so many different ways. That's why. But yeah, we're gonna be going over his skills. I'll go over my cards and just really how I think you guys should build Saru. You know, there's a couple different ways you can build him, obviously, and still be, you know, have a good solid build. I'm gonna start off with the skills, and you know, we'll go over the skills first, which ones I feel like you guys should be upgrading. We'll start off with drive and post up. I feel like drive and post up's not bad at all. It's especially good if you want to like fake out a crossover and try to get a dunk. You know, when you're doing that double clutch dunk, so that's very good, and it's something you don't even have to upgrade. It comes maxed out, so that's always very useful. Then we go to manual layup. Obviously manual layup. He has actually a really good manual layup because you can kind of fake out doing a dunk and do a layup and get away with it. You know, because everyone's expecting a double clutch dunk when you go to the paint. Crossover. His crossover is pretty good. I mean, not many people use it because a lot of people use the cross post up. And no one's gonna do like a double or triple crossover. The only reason they do it with Joey is because he has the sidestep. But this is okay. You can kind of upgrade it a couple times if you please, but it's not something that's a necessity. He is one of the other people, like, since he came in the Big Flow update, so Big, Joe, and Ginger have this. You have to choose skills, which one. So he has 2 slots where you choose the skills. I went with shooting touch because I think that's the best one to go with. Obviously, you want to play him as a scorer, so you should go with shooting touch, and you should max that out as well because that makes it a lot more useful. His second one, I went with jab step. I know you can go with the turnaround fadeaway, but I don't really like the fadeaway that much. I think it's okay. I think the jab step's a lot better because you can kind of, you know, pump fake and, you know, fake going one way and get a dunk the other way. I think it's really useful. I recommend leveling this up quite a bit, but it's pretty useful. So I recommend going with jab step as your second one. Then you have the turnaround spin move. I don't use this at all. Maybe once in a while. Like, this really isn't something I really use that much. I don't really see anyone using it either, so I think it's just something that's kind of mediocre. You know, you don't really need to pay attention that much because you're not going to be doing it that much. And then you have the double clutch dunk. Max this out at all costs. Max it out. Just max it out. Don't ask any questions. Max it. Upgrade it fully. Max it out. This is what makes Saru so unique and so good because this is so hard to guard, especially if you have a mismatch. If the big has to go out and guard the 3, then you get an easy dunk every time. He is such a good character because of this. This is so good. But yeah, that's basically what I would focus on. Obviously, max out your double clutch dunk, max out your shooting touch. Everything else you can kind of upgrade a little bit, but you don't need to max out. You know, obviously it's all up to you. But yeah, Saru is definitely comp just because of this one skill. We're gonna go to cards. This is my mid build. Like I said, I'm just about done Saru. I'm at the point where I kind of like where he's at and what he can do. Obviously, I got the mid-range success for the pizza. Shooting touch success rate, that's actually really good on Saru, especially if you want to run a 3-point setup. This is actually really good. We got the mid defense resist. I got really lucky with the burgers I pulled. This I think I pulled out of like a random plat pack or something. And this just was out of regular packs. You know, I got really lucky with what I pulled. Obviously, we got the mid-range attribute for the ice cream. You can go with release speed if you want. But yeah, obviously you want the mid defense resist for a mid build, the success rate, you know, success, speed down here, obviously. This is what most people run. Most people run a mid build on Saru because he's most effective at the mid build. I like playing a 3-point build. I have more fun doing it. Obviously, you got the 3-point success rate. I run the mid so he can shoot mids. And obviously the shooting touch success rate, so that way I can face shoot more. I got some defense resist. I also run the dunk defense resist because this 3-point build is kind of an all-around build. Especially with the next build I'll show on the 3rd preset. He can kind of do everything. Obviously, you got the 3-point attribute. You know, you can go with release speed, like I said, but you know, it's all up to you. Obviously, the speed, and then you got the demon build. I just call it the demon build because it's just he can kind of do everything with this build. You got the mid success. You got mid success. You got the 3-point. You got the 3-point defense resist. You got the mid-range defense resist. You got the ice cream 3-point, because obviously his mid-range is high enough where I'd rather want the 3-point attribute. He's got the speed. He's got mid success. He's got shooting touch. He really has everything that I want on him on this build. So that way he's like kind of an all-around basketball player instead of just focusing on a 3-point or a mid-range. So I kind of run this build probably the most out of all of them. I have a lot of fun playing this build too because Saru is so fun to play. But recently I've been running the mid build, and I'll show you guys why. Just because of this is 60 mid success, and I don't run mid P buffs. So obviously I'll show you guys what it's like with the mid P buffs. But he has a lot of defense resist. Not the speed that I'd like, but you know, we can always change that up. I can run triple speed at mid. But yeah, this Saru build has come together a lot. It's very good. I recommend if you want to be meta, then go with the mid-range shot. If you want to play for fun, then I would go with the 3-point. But he's very good at both. He can knock down shots basically anywhere, depending on how you build him. Like I said, I'll show you guys my 3-point build. Obviously, got the 78, 3-point, 7 defense resist, and you know, decent speed. And I have the dunk defense resist, which is very nice as well. So that way he can kind of do everything. He can still drive by, and he can also still shoot the 3. And then my demon build, this is good because I still have 40 mid success, mid defense resist, and 3-point defense resist while still having like over 60 success. So I can still hit an open 3, but still knock down mid ranges as well. So this is kind of the build I like to run because it's more all around and I have a lot more fun. But yeah, if you want to, it all depends on how you guys want to run it. Obviously you can run you know, mid if you want to just get easy buckets. 3-point's more fun to me, but you know, everyone can play how they want to play. We'll go to the P buffs. I'll show you guys the P buffs as always. If you look at my Rebecca video, I have the exact same P buffs on as then. The only thing is, if you were gonna run mid-range small forwards, you would keep the Amanda and Jack speed. You would switch the Carter 3-point to mid-range Saru, so have your mid-range on Saru P buff, and then you would switch the Rebecca to mid-range. So that way you'd be running double mid-range and double speed, and that would obviously make your mid-range builds a lot better. This is what you run for a 3-point build. If you're going to run a 3-point Saru, you do double 3-point, double speed. Or you can run 3 speed and 1 mid-range. You know, it all comes down to what you guys want to run. But yeah, that's really the whole build. You know, quick and simple, very easy. You know, a lot of times you can run silvers and stuff on these characters, and they're very versatile. I feel like a lot of people just feel like you have to have plats and golds to be, you know, a good player, but you really don't. You can run silvers, and you know, you can still be good. You know, a lot of it just has to do with your P buffs. Like, I have silvers on my 3-point build, and I still almost have 80 success rate because of my P buff. So it's, you know, it all comes down to, you know, your card luck and, you know, just how you build your characters. If you're smart with how you build your characters and how you do your P buffs, then you'll be a lot more successful in this game. But yeah, that's all I really got for you guys. I know it's been a few days since I did one of these. I think it's been a week now, so I apologize for that. I've been doing a lot of other stuff and streaming a lot of other games, so I hope this was helpful to you guys that are trying to build a Saru or trying to get into the small forwards. But yeah, that's really all I got for you guys. I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you guys for all the new subscribers that have come around. I think we're almost at 340 subscribers. I couldn't even imagine that. It's just so crazy to me. So thank you so much for the support. Motivates me to keep working hard and putting out more content. So thank you for that. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see y'all next time.